Hey everybody, welcome. We're gonna do, so in the, for the last couple of times we've been doing videos about chord progressions. Today we're gonna do another chord progression. That's the chord progression that comes from the Pachelbel's canon in D. To that end, we're gonna be in the key of D. This is another very popular chord progression, and it's one that's really flexible. We're gonna take one version of it that sped up about maybe twice, so that it's 4 measures in length. And this is kind of going to segue into some of the other topics that we're going to cover. So far we've been doing everything in 4 measure phrases. This time we're also doing 4 measure phrases, but we're going to take this same chord progression and we're going to expand it into 8 measure phrases in a later video. Also, this is the first time that we've really used a bass line as part of the compositional technique, and we're just straight up copying Pachelbel on this, which is okay. So I've already got the chords written out: 1, 5, 6, 3, 4, 1, 4, 5. So 8 chords. Let's just listen to the first couple measures. Cool. Alright, let's see how that sounds. Cool. Cool. It's kind of a busy melody, but that's okay. I kind of like it. Where should we go next? For this one, I wanted to do the form a little bit different. I wanted to do either AABB or ABAB. I'm not sure which. Let's listen one more time. Let's do ABAB. I think that'll be less obnoxious because of how busy this melody line is. So what that's going to do is that's going to give us some contrast early on, and that's going to allow us to come back and revisit that, and it'll be a little it'll give us the contrast early on, so when we revisit it, it will sound more familiar and less obnoxious. So one thing that you can look at here is in a previous video we talked about expressive intervals. So when we do this major third or this minor third right here, that's it's probably the most expressive part of the melody, and it's that third in conjunction with the fact that that's a quarter note right there that gives it that expression. It's something to keep in mind. I'll do more videos on using those effectively later on, but for now we'll just stick with that. So let's do something that's similar rhythmically but not as busy. Reuse those 2 lines right there. Uh-oh, we made a mistake. There we go. And then we'll give it a finish. Let's see how that works. Nice. So there's 16 bars of Pachelbel. So a couple of things to note that we did differently in this one, that we're building on what we did in previous videos. So in this one we have a bass line. It's a very rudimentary bass line, but and it's totally ripped off of Pachelbel. We have this chord progression. Right now, again, we're just practicing with chord progressions, and then in the melody, we're doing a little bit different form, where previously we've gone A, B, A. In this one we're going A, B, A, B, to give us some contrast away from this really busy melody line rather immediately. And I think it's pretty effective, where we have a busy melody line with a lot of offbeats and a lot of sort of dissonant contact, as opposed, and then juxtaposed with this very plain downbeat oriented melody that follows the chords and the bass line really closely. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you again next time.